Alright. Hey guys. Tetsamaru here. So, we're finally here. Finally here. I didn't know that, like, you know, we literally get, like, fucking, like, Snow White, like, as soon as we logged in, so I didn't get a chance to record that. But, hey, she's here. That's cool. This didn't land on a stream day, but, like, also, like, I don't want to, like, skip shit, so just, like, I guess, overall, this is, like, my first, like, impressions of, like, you know, the whole anniversary thing. But, man, isn't Snow White just adorable? It's too bad that she goes through her own PTSD episode, basically, which we've already seen. We've seen the PTSD happen in Overzone. Also, I know that, like, there's a lot of argument in the fandom on whether or not Snow White's, like, actually, like, any different or something. I'm of the camp that Snow White hasn't actually changed at all. It's just the way she presents herself, it just makes her look different. But it's the same Snow White. I'm also of the opinion, too, that, like, there might be a little bit of like, an art style difference, possibly, which also is, like, why people are confused on, like, whether or not, like, she actually changed. I've seen somebody, post, like, a side-by-side screenshot of, like, regular Snow White with, like, new Snow White, and, yeah, I'm definitely of the opinion that, like, it really is the same character. It's just they're just presented differently. Like here, it just seems like with the camera angle that like she's bigger or something, but like it's the same. It's the same person. I think it's the same. I think it's the same person. It's just the way she looks and the way she just presents herself. Obviously, she's more. I don't want to say grown up now because like that makes it seem she physically changed, but she's more mature now versus like her younger version. Also, like the giant ass cloak that, like, regular Snow White wears, too. Like, that's not doing any favors. You can't see much, honestly. Yeah, you can't really see much. Anyway, I still think it's the same. Also, look at that, free recruit per day. That's also why, like, I'm recording this too, because obviously I wasn't gonna skip it. So, yeah. Also, like, the UI has changed a lot in, like, a lot of different places too, I noticed. Even, like, the outpost defense thing now, like, there's, like, an excessive accumulation thing. That's new. That, like, was not a thing before. Overall, like, the UI looks more crisp now. It definitely looks more clearer, which I like. I definitely like it. I need to revise my wish list. So, like, it's like I had this wishlist set up mostly because like obviously I hadn't hit like I hadn't gotten past like the 160 wall yet, but like I have now, so I don't need to actually try and like limit break like all these characters now. So I could just go straight to like, you know, just getting just all the new characters. Straight to that. Yeah. And then, honestly, like, I appreciate that this game, compared to other gachas, as soon as, like, the banner is, like, over for the new characters, they almost immediately get added into, like, the regular banner. or the regular like gacha, or you wait a month. You either like wait a month or like it's like immediately. So you don't have to wait like half a year or sometimes even like a full year for them to like get added on. So I think that's pretty cool. Yep, that'll do. Oh, I actually have most of the Tetra line. I got most of them. $150 gems once per day. Other than that, you know, you spend like the whole like 3,000 gems or something. That's kind of cool. I hit the wrong button. And of course, Red Hood. The one that everyone's been excited for, Red Hood. Wait. The fuck is Dorothy in? Oh, Inherit Squad. Oh. I mean, technically, Dorothy should also be in the Goddess Squad as well, but I guess, like, Shift Up doesn't want to make any character, like, double dip into, like, different teams, I guess. I mean, like, that's technically already happening right now, though. Like, Snow White is double dipping, I guess. So, like, younger Snow White is in Goddess, and then the regular Snow White. What is she in again? I forget the fucking name. Pioneer, yeah. So yeah, Snow White's technically double dipping, but like it's not the same version of her. So yeah, but Dorothy should also be in Goddess technically, or rather like I should say like she kind of should get retconned then. She should go from like Inherit to like Goddess or something. I don't know. Man, how sick would it be if I just got her right now? How sick would that be? Yo, I literally have like a full set of like Noah equipment just ready. Like if I happen to get Noah, because I basically have like a full set of like a Pilgrim Defender equipment. And Noah is literally the only defender out of like all the Pilgrims. So whenever I get Noah, well, I have the equipment for her. Even though Noah's kind of trash. I mean, that's kind of an exaggeration. She's not trash, but she's like super niche though. She has like one thing she's good at. And unfortunately, it's not something that you need all the time. So whenever it's not that one thing you need her for, then she's trash. Do I believe in the one pull? It's a purple. Yeah, alright. Can't blame a guy for trying. Go over to the event. My god, look at all the red dots. First anniversary, free recruit once a day. Start from 11:01 to 11:22. That is 22 free pulls? Damn, Shift Up. Like, most gacha games that do this, they would only do this for like a week or something. They wouldn't like give you like more than a week, usually. Okay, I do gotta say that like, this costume is amazing, but I'm still not gonna buy it though. I'm still not gonna buy it. Honestly, like, I just really wish the costumes of the game just weren't that expensive. They're just too expensive. And it's because I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled from other games that don't charge the same money that Shift Up is charging. So, because I've been spoiled, like, I can't justify it. But my god, does she look gorgeous, though. I mean, like, the costume I want the most, honestly, is Helm's costume. But, yeah. And my outpost is glowing purple right now. Oh, look at that. Leader and Bolt. Happy first anniversary. Oh, the balloon has Elijah, Missiles, and Tetra logos on it. That's cool. So, there's like the little like Dorothy little mini story that's happening. And that's going on at the same time as like the fucking Red Hood story. Like, shift up. You are spoiling us right now. You are mega spoiling us right now. Okay, so, like, I'm kind of going into this blind. I tried not to spoil myself at all, but, like, I assume, like, they're pulling all the stops here like they did with Overzone. So, I assume this is fully voiced, actually, since Overzone is fully voiced. Yep, it's voiced. Nice. I've said this once and I'll say it again. Like, this is not rappy. So it's like, we can still potentially get like SSR rappy, but like, it'll be like Super Saiyan rappy or something. Because this is like Red Hood herself. And like, Rappy doesn't turn into Red Hood when she powers up. She has, like, draws on the power of Red Hood. So, I'm looking forward to, like, Red Hood Rappy, or, like, Super Saiyan Rappy in the future. Love the horns, by the way. Love the fucking horns. Ah, Chibi-chan. Oh my god, the fucking pout is so adorable. Oh my god, she is so tiny! She's so fucking small! Also, cassette player? Yo, that's taking me back to, like, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, because he also, Star-Lord also, like, listened to, like, old cassettes that his mom had or something. Old mixtapes. Okay, honestly, I kind of agree with Red Hood, though. This song slaps. Yeah, Red Hood's got some good taste. She's too young to look at it, even though she's already in Nikke. Alright, so this is supposed to be like the legendary commander. This is like the very first commander that actually did a good job. That is just adorable, though. Okay, so this is supposed to be like the big sister right here. I don't know if they said that if we're gonna gacha for her or not. Because we already have Snow White. We have young Snow White and we have Red Hood. I can't remember if they said we're gonna get to gacha for Scarlet or like if that'll just come later. Damn, Rapunzel looks really different. The thing is that like I could picture like Scarlet having like a different moveset, but like I don't even know what you would do for Rapunzel though. Like it's hard to like do different variations of healing. And Rapunzel is like already like the best healer in the game because like she actually like resurrects people. So what are you gonna do different here then? Like you gonna make her like resurrect the whole party or something? Because right now the current Rapunzel only resurrects one person at a time. Yeah, honestly, like the more I look at Snow White, the more I'm definitely in agreement that like she hasn't really changed. It's just the way she presents herself. But people think she's grown up or something, and it's like Nikki's don't grow up. That's already been established. Okay, so Dorothy looks exactly the same. I don't even know how to justify why Dorothy would look the same. Okay, so this is what causes Snow White's like PTSD episode right here. Shit, I forgot what they call it. Like, there's a word that they use for like when like Nikke's like undergo like huge stress or whatever like that. So, spoiler warning for like those that haven't played the Overzone yet, but she dies and like she's like buried or something. Well, she's not buried technically. More like she's just put in a coffin, and she's in a field of flowers that like is like anti-rapture or something. They never really fully explain why, but like there's like a field of flowers where like raptures don't go to. But when Snow White goes to visit it in the Overzone flashback event, Lily Weiss is no longer there, or at least part of her is not here, and like fucking Snow White like starts freaking out and shit. So yeah, so it kind of hurts to see her right now. Actually, this kind of hurts me. Okay, so this is the OG commander? Okay, so I know that, like, I got semi-spoiled on this, but, like, now that I'm actually seeing it, like, for realsies the first time, he actually looks a little too generic for me. But I guess they didn't want to make the OG commander, like, an actual character, because, like, he's dead, I guess. I don't know, like, I was hoping he'd actually, like, be something. I'm a little disappointed. Wait, why does this asshole sound like Anderson? Okay, so I know it's not Anderson, because Anderson's also, like, too young. But, like, I wonder if that's the same voice actor, because it sounds just like Anderson. Oh my god, the pout's so cute. And she does pout, like, in her mature version. But, like, it's really rare when she pouts, but she does pout.
それでは全員揃っているか？グレン。
Okay, so this right here this was kind of an eye-opener for me for Scarlet. So for some reason everyone's name is original, but then like Scarlet though, so like in the original language it's like the full name is like Guren Yi Ling or something like that, or whatever, and then like that got transliterated to like Scarlet in English for some reason. But like obviously when you hear it, when you hear the dialogue, like you hear them still call her by her original name. And as far as I know, there hasn't been any justification on like why the name change to Scarlet. I haven't seen any justification from like, you know, like the developers or anything like that. I assume it's a localization issue, and possibly her original name sounds way too Chinese or some shit. I don't really know. So they went with the name Scarlet because all the rest of the group, they all have like fairy tale sounding names. And like, to be fair, her original name, it is supposed to be a fairy tale too, but like it's not like a mainstream fairy tale. So maybe that's why they went with the name Scarlet when they transliterated, I guess. They didn't want to make it too Asian or something. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess though, because we don't have any confirmation, I believe.
Rapunzel.
And then everyone knows Rapunzel. It took me a while to realize that Dorothy, this is like the Wizard of Oz Dorothy, I believe.
Lily Vice. では、ブリーフィングを始め。どうしてそんなに離れて座ってるんだ？仲が悪いのか？
仲良くなるためには飲み会が必要だよな。前にいつやったのかもう覚えてないぞ。
1週間前にやったでしょ？いつも酔いつぶれるまで飲んでいるのですから、覚えているはずがないでしょ？
The little cat smile.
いやー、最近ちょっと飲むだけでぶっ潰れちまうんだよな。
レッドフードはお金を払いたくなくて寝たふりしてるのかと思ってました。
スノー、私を何だと思ってんだ？
無銭飲食して捕まったことがあるって。
それは昔の過ちってやつさ。
静かに。そろそろブリーフィングさせてくれ。よし。それではゴッデス部隊のブリーフィングを始める。やはり部隊の名前が気に入らんな。女神なんて私だけ仲間外れみたいじゃないか。
指揮官、ブリーフィングはいつ始まるんですか？
始めよう。
Man, that was like 5 minutes of a whole lot of nothing. But I guess the whole point of that was just to show off everyone's like personalities. Yo, like fucking Red Hood has legit though been like teased for like ever since like chapter like 5 and 6 or something. Like she's been teased for so long. Oh damn! We in the sky? Oh, that's pretty tight. Alright, so spoiler alert, everybody here dies. That's, I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but yeah, spoiler alert, everybody dies. So yeah, here's one thing that's actually kind of interesting. So we are above ground. Yeah, like this is like the very beginning of like the whole like Rapture invasion. So like we're above ground and shit, and we actually have like an airship and crap. Like, we actually have, like, a military. So, like, this is something that, like, I learned during Overzone. And, like, I only learned it because, like, people were pointing it out and shit. But I employ anyone playing through the event, make sure that, like, you actually, like, look at the state of, like, the base, though, like, in between episodes. Because, like, this shit changes. In Overzone, for example, in Overzone, the base is full of, like, mass-produced Nikkes and shit. And then you do, like, a couple episodes, and all of a sudden, everyone's dead, you know? And, like, there's the little, like, random bubbles that, like, the actual, like, main characters have, they change, too. Like, they actually say different shit. The same thing happened, too, in the summer event as well. Like, the beach also changes, and the beach also, like, has, like, different speech bubbles for all the characters as you go through the episode. So, but make sure you, like, just keep on watching the base. I'm gonna, like, take a stab in the dark and say that, like, whatever I'm seeing right here, like, it's in its, like, pristine state. I'm gonna do, like, a couple episodes, and then, like, either, like, a couple of these jets will, like, not be here anymore, or, like, it'll be broken and shit. Maybe there'd be some smoke, or possibly we won't even be flying anymore. We'll, like, be on the ground or something. So, yeah, so, like, we're above ground, and, like, the continent that you see down there or whatever, like, that's all bye-bye. Since, like, we're gonna go underground anyway. That's all done so. And, like, basically, like, honestly, like, we just do, like, a bunch of skirmish battles, like, on the surface every once in a while when we take the elevator. Because we don't have any vehicles anymore. Like, we don't have tanks. We don't have, like, airplanes and shit. The closest thing we have to a vehicle right now is, like, the battleship. That, like, Helm and her crew have. And that's about it. But, like, one battleship does an army not make, you know? Like, we need more than just that one battleship. But we literally, like, don't have the resources. We do not have the resources. And then, of course, there is the, there's a little, like, mini, like, Dorothy thing, too, which is pretty cool. Oh, she giving us a call? I turned off my phone alarm and checked the text I've received. First anniversary. So it's been 1 year. I head out of the commander's room with an unexplained little feeling that today will be far from ordinary. Yeah, too bad that, like, this isn't voiced. Like, they only voice, like, the main event. And this is technically, like, a little side story. But, like, I feel like if they were gonna give us this at the same time, they could have voiced us this too as well, if they wanted to. But they didn't. Commander, we're in trouble. Kind of trouble. No time to explain. You need to head outside at once. What's going on? Well, just trust me, it's bad. I'm not so sure I believe you. I knew we shouldn't have entrusted this to Rappy. I would have knocked it out of the park. Tell me about it. I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying. Oh, they were trying to play a trick on the commander. Yeah, I could see why Rappy would be a bad choice here. Sorry, we're now that cat's out of the bag, we might as well fess up. If you'll be so kind and humor us, Commander, we'd like you to go outside. Why? You know what today is, right? Of course I do. I figured you would. Nothing slips past you. We've got all sorts of different events prepared for you in various places in the outpost. So hurry up and go outside. None of you are coming? No, we're gonna stay here. These events weren't organized for us after all. Besides, we got our hands full with other stuff today. Right, Neon? Right. Since it's a special day, we decided to give the dorm a deep clean. So go outside, Master. We'll see you later, Commander. What does Dorothy come into this? I mean, it had a fucking picture of Dorothy. In the slammer? The fucking title kind of spoils it. So the last time we've seen like a little like mini story like this, it was the April Fool's event. And that was like literally for one day, which I'm still kind of salty about. Because like that also happened like on a non-stream day for me, but because it was like a one-day thing, I was all like, fuck it, I'm streaming this. I did like an impromptu stream just for the April Fool's thing. It's like, damn, Shift Up, like other games, when they do April Fool's, they do it for at least a week or something. But like, when you did your April Fool's, it was like you either snooze or you lose, you know? Like you just had to just do it. I don't think Shift Up handled that really right. They could have did it a little bit better.
オペレーションスタート。サポートをお任せください。
The moment I stepped outside, I'm greeted by familiar faces. Freeze, Commander! You're under arrest. I'll help you book him, Miranda. Did I do something wrong? You see? You both came on too strong, and you're confusing the Commander. Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry. Fury, you're not even looking at me. Anyway, we didn't mean to start you, Commander. You're not under arrest, but you could come with us to the police station. Does this have something to do with the events that were planned? Gasp! Gasp. You have to wait and see for yourself. I don't ask any more questions and obediently follow the three ladies. Freak. Right this way, Commander. I'm being put in a prison cell? More or less. There was a request that you be detained for 2 hours. It's all part of the first anniversary extravaganza. Who in the world made such a bizarre request? We're not at liberty to. Heroic entrance! You know what? With how bad the translation is in this game, I'm going to assume that doesn't say heroic entrance. I assume that means that says dynamic entry. And the only reason why like I'm guessing dynamic entry is because Lapis is not the first like anime character I've seen that like does this whole like breaking door or breaking window kind of thing. And every character I've seen that does this thing, they always say dynamic entry. So I think this might be a mistranslation. I mean, I could just change the language to Japanese really quick just to see, but I'm too lazy for that. I've come to save you, Birdie. Are you okay? Beauty looks okay. Although I can't see the same for that window you came crashing through. I heard there's some kind of prison event being held as a part of anniversary celebrations. The rumor is true? Drake, weren't you supposed to help in preparations for a different event somewhere else? Right you are. But I would be remiss to sit out an event like this. Ugh, my head. What are you on about? Commander is the only one who needs to be detained. But Birdie has committed no crime. Yet despite his innocence, you're attempting to lock him up. A hero would never stand for such injustice. Did no one tell Lapis why we need to be detained? It's pretty obvious why. We're being detained because, like, they're still setting up, like, one big old party for the Commander or something. And they wanted it to be a surprise. It's super obvious why. Maxwell, please explain to Lapis what day it is today. Today is the first anniversary. There are events taking place all over the outpost. I explained it to you several times this morning, but apparently it went in one ear and not the other. Have no fear, Birdie. I'll save you. Step aside, all of you. I'll have long for this day. Any villain worth their salt should have a stint in the detention center, should they not? It stands to reason that I should be the first to experience it. Lapis and Drake stand bickering at the entrance of the detention center. You two are like nails on a chalkboard. Polly, Cutie has to stay in here for 2 hours, right? Right. Then I suppose it won't hurt. Push. Hey! What? Oof. Lapis, Drake, and I are forcibly pushed into the jail cell. For the sake of the anniversary celebrations, how about all three of you be good and stay here for a few hours? That was a dirty trick. Open the cell at once. Yes! Yes! You know what? Like, Drake is like a closet shooting bow, kind of. Like, we have like Guillotine, who is like the obvious like shooting bow of like the cast, but Drake is definitely shooting bow, but like she just does it in a different way. Dreams do come true. I get that it's an important day. But could someone please tell me why it's necessary to lock me in here? Despite my extortions, no one answers my question. Huh, alright. I'm not gonna like look through any of the other stories right now because the whole purpose of this video is just to be kind of like a short little thing about of me like just kind of like going through the motions and just seeing my reactions and stuff. I mean, like, the fucking banner is kind of a spoiler, actually. That's a fucking mega spoiler. It's like, it's either a spoiler or it's like mega bait. And I don't think Shift Up would do a mega bait, so it's a Dorothy thing. And I just haven't seen Dorothy yet. But yeah, I'm not gonna like record myself playing through the whole entire event or anything like that. I plan to gacha and see you guys here back on Friday and shit, so see y'all there. And yeah, kind of like a first impressions of the anniversary thing. Lots of fun, lots of free characters and shit. Cool beans, right? Cool shit, cool shit. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see y'all Friday. Bye.